Hey guys, this is going to be a DIY. We're going to make some flag shorts, and what you're going to need is just one of these foam kind of brushes. You can get them, I got mine at Joann Fabrics for like 25 cents. And then you can get this fabric paint. I got all mine in matte. I got a red, a blue, and a white, and these are like $1.50 also at Joann Fabrics. And then just a pair of shorts that you want to distress. So what we're going to do first is just take our blue, okay, and then we're just going to paint the right leg blue. So and a good thing about this, you don't have to be precise about it. You kind of want it a faded kind of look, because I'm going to take actually sandpaper to it after we get done. So I mean, it doesn't have to be perfect, and the more washed and distressed kind of it looks, the better. So we're going to do that for the whole side of the right leg. I just have my paint on one of these little bags, but use anything. Okay, so I'm going to start out with this little brush since we are doing lines, and I'm going to start out with a red on top. And then just keep going down on that side. And I like the more distressed look. If you want to go all solid, you could. But I'm looking for a more vintage kind of feel to mine. Okay, so this is what mine look like so far. I'm going to let them dry, and then I'll show you what we're going to do next. Okay, so this side needs a little bit drying because I did it a little bit thicker, but the blue side is dry. What I'm going to do is I have a punch actually for a star, and I'm going to use this in a piece of paper, and I'm going to lay it on there, and I'm going to paint the stars. So I'm going to punch some stars out, and then I will show you how I'm going to do it. Or you could just freehand your stars on if you want them smaller. It's completely up to you. So hold on. Okay, so I punched out my bag with some stars, and I'm going to try to lay this as flat as I can. And then I'm just going to lay this here, and wherever I want my star, make sure you get it lay in half flats, because you don't want to take your white paint just a little bit at a time. Okay, and lift it up, and then there's your star, and you couldn't even see that. Okay, so what I did is I'm going to lay my shape down where I want my star, and you kind of want to lay it down flat and kind of hold it. A little bit of paint at a time, that way it doesn't smear, and just pat it in and around in the star shape. Okay, and then just lift it up, and then there's your star. So do that as many times really as you want, just depending on how many stars and things like that you're thinking you want. And I will do this, and then I will show you our next step. After my stencils, really simple and easy if you do that, or you can, like I said, freehand them, but I kind of wanted a little bit more vintage kind of looking. So I'll show you what the back, they look like up close, and they do kind of have that vintage feel. And again, that's not dry. So I thought about studding the tops of them, so we're going to do that, and then I'll show you what I'm going to put on the back pockets. So yeah, I wanted to add some bling, and I decided to just do this one little pocket right here. And then I think I'm going to use these red ones for the back pockets. I was going to put these ones over here, but I don't think I'm going to. I think I'm just going to use these ones, and what we're going to use is just this fabric glue. And we're just going to start by, I put it straight on the pocket. I put a good bit, and then you can move around the gems if you want. And then just lay your gems how you want them. And like I said, I'm just putting mine right there in the pocket. So do this. Glue holds like amazing. It does take a bit to dry, but once it does dry, these gems will not come off. It's pretty strong glue for being fabric glue. Okay, so that's what my pocket looks like. We're going to wait for that to dry, and then we'll do the back. So for this next part, just for the back, I'm going to just put some gems on this little tab right here. And again, this is obviously going to vary because we're not going to have the same shorts. I'm sure I had these for a while. So I'm just going to glue them on. And again, I'm just using Fabric Fusion. This is the best glue I found for gems or really anything. If you're gluing anything on fabric, it will glue on buttons and things like that too. So just kind of placing them random places. because everything looks better, I think, with bling. And this glue does take a while to dry. I would say normally about 24 hours before you can wear them. At least that's what I normally give mine. So, place one more. Okay, so it looks like that. And then I did this other pocket with just 3 little blue ones. And then I'm going to put a big heart right here. So let me grab my paintbrush. Okay, so since I am using fabric paint, it did not come off my brush, but don't worry, it's not going to come off on your shorts because it's already dry. Again, I'm just using the Tulip fabric paints, and I'm just going to do a heart. You could do a peace sign, you could do another flag on the butt if you want. I thought they were more extreme on the front, so I'm going to go for a heart to tie in the back. And you can, I'm going to draw mine freehand. You can draw it and cut it out on a piece of paper if you want to do that. But I'm just going to draw mine freehand. So make sure your pocket's straight. I would start smaller with the heart. That way if you mess it up, you can always go bigger and it's not going to look bad. And again, I'm going to go for a vintage feel, so I'm not going to be 100% perfect. I want a little bit of brush strokes and things like that, so it kind of looks faded and worn. And that's what my heart looks like. And the back's pretty simple. I mean, you can add more if you want. I don't think I am. So I'm going to let this dry, and I will show you what they look like on. Okay, so here's what they look like on. I gemmed the sides. And then for the back.